Good morning, children. Welcome back to the class. As you know, the month of June has already started. So today's date is 2nd June 2020. So let us begin with a new lesson, which is lesson number 3, My Body. So in this lesson, we are going to talk about our body, how to take care of our body parts and their functions as well. So here in this lesson, I will learn about my body parts, the function of my body parts, taking care of my body parts, and helping people who do not have some body parts. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss in this lesson. Now let's move towards the objective of the lesson. So here we have got two objectives for today's class. One is to recognize and identify the different parts of the body. Number 2 is to describe the different functions of the body. Clear? Now let's start our discussion. Now as you can see here, there are two pictures on your book, right? The boy and a girl? Yes. Now does the boy have a tail like the dog or cat? Or does the girl have wings like birds or butterflies? Definitely not, right? We are human beings after all. Yes, we don't look like similar to the animals. Animals have different features, they have different parts, and they look very different from the human beings. Yes? Yes. So we have different body parts than those of animals. Now some parts of our body have same names as those of animals, but they look different from ours, right? Though we have the same names similar to the animals, but we don't look same at all. We are very much different from each other. Yeah. Okay. Now let's come to the main part of the body. So our body has three main parts. Got it? Our body has three main parts. Now what are these main parts? These main parts are head, trunk or torso, and the limbs. Will you remember it? Yes, head, trunk or torso, and limbs. So these are the three main body parts. Okay, now let's discuss the three main body parts in detail. Okay, so as you know that the head, for the first and foremost is the head, right? Now where is the head? The head is at the top of the body. It is at the top of the body, right? It is in the uppermost part of the body. The head is the uppermost part of the body. Now what does the head has? The head has a face. We have a face. Every human being has a face, right? So the head has a face. And along with the face, the head has hairs, forehead, eyes, mouth, neck, nose, cheeks, and ears. So these are the features included in the head. Clear? Then comes to the trunk or torso. Now which is the trunk or torso? The middle part. This is the middle part. The middle part of the body is called the trunk or torso. Now the trunk or torso has shoulders. So these are shoulders, right? These are the shoulders. Then we have the chest, right? And then we have the tummy, that is the stomach. The stomach is here, this is the tummy, right? This is the tummy where we keep our food. After eating, where does it go? To our stomach, right? Okay, so the trunk or torso has three parts, three features or three parts of the body. There are shoulders, chest and the stomach. Clear? Next we come to the limbs. So what are limbs? Limbs are our arms. These are the arms and legs. So the limbs are arms and legs. Legs we use it for walking, running, jumping. Yeah? Okay. So arms then. This is the arm, right? The whole portion is the arm. Yes. Now arm includes elbows. So these are the elbows. Okay. So these are the elbows. Then we have the wrist. So your mother, father, even we used to watch. We used to wear the watch here, right? Why it is called wrist watch? Because we put it on the wrist, right? This is the wrist part. That is why it is called the wrist watch. So the arms have elbows, wrist, hands. Okay, so these are hands. Then we have the fingers here, and then we have the nails. So these are the nails. Clear? So what does the arms have? Elbows, wrist, hands, fingers and nails. Clear? Then let's come to the legs. Okay? Now what does the legs have? What do the legs have? There is a picture on your book, if you can see. Yes? Okay. So here we are going to see what does the legs have. Okay. So the legs have knees. So this is the knee. Knee is the joint where it can be bent down. So your teacher gives you punishment. Kneel down. So what do? You put your knee down, right? So that is called the knee. Knees. Then we have the ankles. Ankles is this part is called the ankle. Dada give me an ankle length socks. So the short socks, right? That is called ankle. Then we have the feet. This whole thing is called the feet. Okay. And then we have the toes. What are toes? Toes are the fingers of the legs or the feet. So the fingers of the feet are called toes. And the toes have nails on it. Clear? So these are the parts of the legs. Clear? Is it clear to you? Okay. Now let's move towards the next. Now here we have a picture of a boy, right? And it has given the different parts of the body. So let's read it out. Shall we read it together? Come on, let's read it out together. So we have the hair, forehead, eye, ear, nose, tooth, mouth, neck, shoulder, chest, elbow, arm, hand, finger, stomach, leg, knee, foot and ankle. So these are the parts of the body. Read it together and try to look out the different parts of your body. Clear? Okay, now let's come to the next part. So as you can see here, now we are going to discuss how the different parts of the body helps us. Clear? Now how each of the body parts helps us. First, the head, right? The head includes hair. Now how does hair protects us or helps us? Hair protects us from the heat. Okay? It keeps our head warm and protected. Now during the summer days, the summer heat is very strong, right? And we feel very hot. So sometimes it burns also, yes? Now these hairs helps us to protect the whole head. Yeah? Then we have the eyes. So how does eyes helps us? We look at the things, right? We are looking at the screen of the mobile, the laptop, yes? Even I am also looking. You're looking at the book, you have the pencil, you can see your chair, table. So why we can see? Because of the eyes. We have the eyes so that we can see the things around us. Clear? Next we have the ears. These are the ears. Yes. Now I'm explaining to you, I'm speaking. Yes. How are you listening to it? It is through your ears. So the ears helps us to hear. Then we have the mouth. Now mouth helps us to speak. Now I am speaking through the mouth. Yes, am I speaking through the ears? No, I am speaking through the mouth. Yes, so mouth helps us to speak and also to eat. We eat food through our mouth. Clear? So hair keeps our head protected from warm heat. Eyes helps us to think around us. Ears helps us to listen, and mouth helps us to speak and eat. Clear? Now let's move towards the next part. So here then we come to the teeth. Teeth helps us to bite and chew the food. I want to have a chocolate. So first you are going to bite it. Yes. Then you are going to chew it. So the teeth helps us to bite and chew the food. Next, the nose. Nose helps us to breathe and smell. We take the oxygen, we give out the carbon dioxide, right? We take the oxygen, give out the carbon dioxide, and breathing is very necessary for us to live. So we breathe it from nose, and also we smell. We smell different kinds of perfume, the flower smell, etc. Yes, how we come to know it is sweets or very, when somebody is cooking some food, some delicious food, how do we come to know? Because of the smell, the lovely smell that comes, the aroma that comes from the food. Yes, so it is only through the nose that we can smell it. So nose helps us to breathe and smell. Then we have the neck. Here is the neck, right? Now what does the neck do? Neck helps us to join the head and the trunk. Trunk is the middle part. Yes, it joins. It is like the you can say the middle. It joins. Okay. We have the knot. No, we used to have the knot on the doors, or you can say sometimes we have some things that used to join two parts. No, so hinge. Yes, the hinge. You can say the hinge. It joins the head and the trunk or the torso, the middle part. Okay. So the function of neck is to join the head and the trunk or the torso. Yeah. Now there is one line that trunk holds all our body parts together, and it is correct. This is the trunk, right? It holds all the body parts, the neck, the head, hands, legs, everything is attached to the trunk, right? So it is one of the important body part. Next we have the limbs. What are limbs? Limbs are hands or arms and the legs. Yes? Okay. Now what do we do with our hands? Hands help us to hold. Now I am holding my iCard. Yes? I am holding my iCard. So I can hold only with my hand, right? And then hand helps us to eat food. We used to eat food with our hand, and also you write your homework with your hand. So these are the three things that we do with our hand. What? One is the first one is to hold, next is to eat food, and the third is to write your homework. Done? Next we have the legs. Now legs and toes helps us to walk, run, jump, climb. So we all know that, and now your children, so you love running, walking, jumping and climbing, right? So you do these activities with your legs and toes. Then we have the nails. Yes, these are the nails, right? These are the nails. Now how does the nails helps us? It protects our fingertips. These are the fingertips, right? So nails helps us to nails protects the fingertips. Okay, remember it. The nails protects the fingertips. These are the fingertips and these are the nails here. Okay, so these are the functions of the body, few functions of the body. Now there is if you come to the below part, there are few questions, two questions that is string my brain. Number one is name three main parts of our body. So what are the main parts of our body? Yes, the three main parts of our body are head, trunk or torso and limbs. Clear? Number two, which body part helps us to walk and run? Yes, which is very common to you. Yes, which body part? Yes, limbs helps, sorry, not limbs you can say. You have to say legs. Legs helps us to walk and run. Clear? The first one is the three main parts of our body are head, trunk and torso and the limbs. And number two is legs helps us to walk and run. Clear? Now let's move towards the summary of today's lesson. So we have almost completed the half part of the lesson. So here is the summary. So we come to know that the main parts of the body are head, trunk or torso and limbs, right? Now head is the uppermost part of the body. Yes, head is the uppermost part of the body, trunk or torso is the middle part of the body. And the limbs are our arms and legs. Now hair keeps our head warm and protected. Eyes helps us to see things. Ears helps us to hear. Then we have mouth. Mouth helps us to speak and eat. Teeth helps us to bite and chew food. Right? Then next is nose. Nose helps us to breathe and smell. Then we have the neck. Neck joins the head and the trunk. Then we have the hands. Hands helps us to hold, eat and write. Legs and toes helps us to walk, run, jump and climb. And nails protects the tips of our fingers. The nails protects the tips of our fingers. So we have come to the end of the discussion of today's class. Read the chapter thoroughly. It is going to be very interesting. You are going to know about your own body parts, how it functions, the uses of each and every body part. So I'll be wrapping it up here. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.